iPhone 13 Pro. Oh, so pro. Hey guys, we're going to be talking all about Apple's new devices and the software behind it. I've always been a big fan when it comes to September, because September is usually the month when Apple and big brands like GoPro and Canon and other places like that, they release so much technology. And Stern Pinball just released a brand new pinball machine. We talked about that yesterday's video. We're going to talk about a video tomorrow about Canon. But yes, going back to Apple, and we're going to talk about their products right now. But we're mainly going to be focused on the filmmaking aspect for the newest iPhone. But like I said, let's check out the newest stuff that they do have. So starting with the Mini, all right? Good old little Mini. I have a Mini somewhere. Where is it? It's down there. I'll go get it for you in a minute, if I remember. Powerful A15 Bionic chip, new all-screen design, super fast 5G, ultra-wide front camera and center stage, now in 4 gorgeous colors. You can almost hear Tim Cook saying it. You can almost hear it, all right? The new watch. My mum has the Apple Watch Series 5, I think. Anyway, this one, the largest, most advanced, always-on Retina display, the most durable Apple Watch ever, so they claim. Breakthrough health innovations, up to 33% faster charging. Now, if you have a quick look at the screen literally wraps around on the top. So those white things on the top are actually words. So the screen actually bends a little. It's like a permanently bent screen. So yeah, you can basically look at your watch from the side and see little notifications around the side. I think Samsung have done things like that similar with their phones in the past. But yes, the Apple Watch is now getting that. So that's really, really cool. Going up to the iPhone 13, which is not the Pro model, but just this one for now. Our most advanced dual camera system ever. Awesome. An even brighter OLED display, a lightning fast chip that leaves the competition behind, and huge leap in battery life. That is awesome. But the one I'm interested in, and the one that you guys are probably interested in the more so, of course, is the iPhone 13 Pro and the Pro Max. We'll quickly read on this. A dramatic, more powerful camera system, an all-new OLED display with ProMotion, the world's fastest smartphone chip, a huge leap in battery life. Right, now let's delve deep in the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Now, because I am a bit of a travel vlogger, we are on Channel 1 where we make travel films all around the world, and on Channel 2, currently on Channel 2 right now. But yes, I have been known for making travel vlogs around the world, and I do love photography and videography, more so videography, right? For obvious reasons, okay? Now, I've got a Canon camera. I've got all my studio cameras except for this one. That's a GoPro 9, but all my studio cameras are Canon cameras. Now, it makes me think, will Canon and Nikon and Sony, well, Nikon's pretty much been left behind anyway now, but will these manufacturers have to really step their game up? Otherwise, will they become extinct someday? I'm thinking the potential is there. Probably won't happen, but then again, shit, it could happen, right? The amount of amazing technology that is now apparently in these iPhones. This is my iPhone Pro Max 11, iPhone 11 Pro Max, all right? This was the first iPhone with the 3-camera array. The first iPhone with the ultra-wide camera. As cool as it is, the ultra-wide is terrible when it comes to nighttime shots, or even, dusk shots when it's getting darkish. So this camera, the iPhone 13, which is 2 models after my one, apparently is a lot better. Getting to that right now, all right? Scrolling down, I'm quite literally using my mouse wheel to scroll down on Apple's webpage, and we're getting these images like that. So yeah, let's talk about it right now. A dramatically more powerful camera system, a display so responsive, every interaction feels new again. Ooh, just like a virgin. Whoa, everybody. The world's fastest smartphone chip, exceptional durability. Okay, I'll throw you on the ground then, big boy. And a huge leap in battery life. Let's pro. So these are the sizes. I'm pretty sure they were, they've been the kind of the sizes for many generations. So there's nothing different when it comes to sizes. But yeah, the little thing that we've all kind of hated with our phones, right? With Apple phones, the little notch on top, the little bloody black bar on top is, I think, roughly 30% smaller on the newer one. So if that was a problem before, well, maybe it's not as big as a problem for you now. So going down, scrolling down still to try and see the new specs for this thing. Industry-leading IP68, so water resistance, also dust resistance. So basically you can be the Martian, giving Matt Damon a friend on Mars, and you won't need to worry about Martian dust getting inside your phone. Pretty cool. All right, that's pretty awesome. So our Pro camera system, says Apple, gets its biggest upgrade ever with next level hardware that captures so much more detail, apparently. Super intelligent software for new photo and filmmaking techniques, right? And a mind-blowing fast chip that makes it all possible. It'll change the way you shoot. Bang, bang, she shot me down. Bang, bang, my baby shot me down. That's a great song. Go watch Kill Bill if you've not seen it. Great movie. Anyway, macro photography. Take a look at this. Oh, what have I done? What have I done? That shot looks absolutely incredible, right? In the past, you would have needed a macro lens attached to a DSLR camera to get a shot like that. But with the newest iPhone Pro Max, you get this. I don't think you get this on the newer 13 phone that isn't the Pro Max, but you'll have to go check yourself. I'm not 100% sure. We're just focused on the Pro Max today, all right? The best of the best, the cream of the crop. Isn't that what they say, the cream of the crop? I don't know. Am I saying that right? I don't know. Anyway, macro photography comes to iPhone. It said comes. Okay. With its redesigned lens and powerful autofocus system, the new ultra-wide camera can focus at just 2 centimeters away. So basically, if you're on the floor, laying on the floor with a bunch of ants, right? You can potentially get some really cool shots with ants and spiders and lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! All right, the possibilities are endless. Thanks to Apple. Thanks to Apple. I'm hoping their claims are awesome. I would like to get a test of this phone someday. And when I do, I will be doing this on this channel. So stick around for that, okay? Just like, subscribe, ring the bell, okay? So yeah, 2 centimeters away, pretty much, okay? Making even the smallest details seem epic. Epic Games and Apple had a big fight in the court recently. It didn't go very well for both of them. They both kind of lost, but I think Apple won more. Anyway, transform a leaf into an abstract piece of art, right? Capture a caterpillar's fuzz, magnify a dewdrop. The beauty of tiny awaits. So basically, if you've got a micro penis, get yourself this iPhone. Hey ladies, look how big I actually am. Oh yeah. Reality hits in. It was just the phone all along. Anyway, continuing on, right? Why do you people watch me? I don't know. Macro video, anyone? So macro stills are just the beginning. You can also shoot macro videos, including slow motion and time lapse. Wow, David Attenborough with your little insects running past, eat your heart out. You could do a David Attenborough voice to your own shot videos of insects and spiders, right? Awesome. Awesome. Bring on the night. This is kind of cool, right? The iPhone 13 was made for low light. Shut up and take my money. Oh yeah. I'm a little excited here, guys. Shut up and take my money. The wide camera adds a wide aperture and our latest sensor, with our latest sensor yet, I should say, and it leverages the LiDAR scanners, all right, for night mode portraits. Ultra wide gets a wider aperture, a faster sensor, and all new autofocus. The teleprompter, what am I saying? The telephoto now has night mode. I can't speak today for some reason, but this is very interesting. So with my phone, the normal camera and the zoomed camera were okay for night, okay-ish, but the ultra wide was terrible at night. But the zoomed in, the telephoto could have been better for night. I don't quite know what the specs are on my iPhone Pro Max 11 Pro Max, but they're saying that this one is even better than the 12, right? And that's got to be a good thing. Look at that. That's a night shot. I'm guessing someone's put some car beam lights there. It kind of looks like they have, but you know, how would we prove it, right? So yeah, 2.2 times more light for better photos and videos. The wide camera captures up to that, right? 92% more light for ultra-wide camera captures for better photos and videos. I'm really, really loving this so far, to be honest, because I am a photographer and videographer, right? Night mode, now on every camera. Sharper, more detailed photos and videos. Well, that's always a plus if we can get that right. More zoom boom, okay? The new telephoto camera features a 77mm focal length and 3 times optical zoom. All right, so there we go. Now we will be skipping over some information soon just to go down to an actual more relevant thing that we wanted to talk about. So 3 times optical zoom on telephoto, 6 times optical zoom range across the system. Now, this is something I am excited to show you. All right, shift the focus, up the drama, take a look at this. In fact, I'm going to remove my head so you can see actually what's going on here, okay? I need to make the video constantly move. Move. Thank you. So, the focus comes to this beautiful woman in front of us right now, but when she turns around and faces the other woman, the autofocus system goes to her face and then back to the front person's face. So basically, the AI system knows what to rack focus to. Now, racking focus is something that a lot of moviegoers, movie makers use, right? There's an actual rack focus job. There's a specific job just for people working on movies, right? They actually, rack the focus and they know exactly what to focus on at a specific time. So when someone's looking at something, the camera focuses to that bit, right? Well, the iPhone's doing this automatically with the software, and from what they're showing here, that is actually really, really cool. But I think that's kind of a cinematic mode only. So you'd need to click the cinematic mode to get this feature working. All right, so make sure you get that working to get that working. Am I working your mind with this information? Right, you let me know. The only smartphone that lets you edit the depth effect after you shoot. Wow. Shoot with the wide telephoto or true depth camera in cinematic mode. There we go. Cinematic mode supports Dolby Vision HDR. That is awesome. Let's quickly read this little thing on the left. Now, iPhone can shoot with shallow depth of field and automatically add elegant focus transitions between subjects. Cinematic mode can also anticipate when a prominent new subject is about to enter the frame. Yes. Shut up and take my money. And bring them into focus when they do. For far more creative storytelling, you have the option to change focus or adjust the level of bokeh. I always get that wrong, don't I? Even after capture. We can't wait to see what that does. So, what you can do with it. So, yeah, if you use a camera like this, for example, there's no way you can change what it looks like after you've edited it. Doesn't make any sense. There's no way you can change the way the focus or the bokeh, or you get what I'm trying to say, after you've already filmed it. You can tinker with some things in software, but you're not going to get that right. But with this, you can. I think it's something to do with the LiDAR camera. The iPhone 12, this is the 11 Pro Max. The iPhone 12 Pro Max ended up getting the LiDAR. So the 13 will have LiDAR as well. Hoping it's a bit better than the 12, because the videos I've actually seen of the 12's LiDAR was a bit first generation-ish. So when people were scanning three-dimensional objects with the LiDAR, you see it on the phone, right? I've seen videos of it. It looks first generation-ish, like it could be improved upon. So I'm hoping the LiDAR is better with this one. But regardless, yeah, the only smartphone that lets you edit the depth effect after you shoot. I love that. I love that, okay? Moving on. Now, are we on the one? Are we on the one? Yes, we are. Lock in your look. I don't know what that is. I'm not too sure what that is. We're not going to continue talking about that one. Shoot it, cut it, ship it. All right. We're going to go down to a relevant thing that we want to talk about. Smart HDR4 optimizes each part of the scene. High dynamic range. All right. Deep Fusion analyzes every pixel from multiple exposures. That is awesome. All right. A snapshot of each camera. Okay, now this is what we wanted to show you guys. We'll take my photos away quickly. The Telephoto, 77mm focal length, 3x optical zoom, 2.8 aperture. Okay, that's awesome. Ultra wide. All right, 13mm focal length, 1.8 aperture, faster sensor, focus pixels, 6-element lens. All right, there's a lot of glass in that one right there. All right. And going to the wide, just the normal wide, okay, 26mm focal length, 1.9 pixels. What does that mean? I don't quite know what that means. But anyway, 1.5 aperture, 100% focus, pixels, yes. 7-element lens, that's awesome. So this one actually has even more glass, I'm guessing. They're both 6. This one has 7. The more you know. Yay, there we go. Okay, our most powerful 3-camera array ever kind of thing. Awesome. True depth. Camera system is a Total Pro 2. So if you guys want to read any of those things once I'm scrolling down them, please do. So I'm just constantly scrolling with my wheel. But yeah, it has a new A15 Bionic chip, all right, which makes everything a lot faster, including gaming and of course the processing of 4K footage and photos and stuff like that, right? They do up to 1 terabyte of storage now. I mean, it's about time. We've had 1 terabyte SD cards and 1 terabyte micro SD cards for a long time now. A long time, like micro SD cards, a long time, right? So it's really good that they're doing the 1 terabyte now, but I really hate that they actually mark up the price so significantly the higher the gigabytes you go. Like, come on. It should be like 500 gigabytes minimum, all right? Nothing less than 500 gigabytes. We're in 2021. We're almost on 2022. We shouldn't be having anything less than 500 gigabytes of space, right? Come on. But that's just my thought. But yeah, it is good that they're giving us 1 terabyte of storage now. If you are the Saudi princes out there with the dough to spend, yeah, get that one, obviously. All right? All your pornographic threesomes you could be filming, all right? In bed. Because you're a Saudi prince, get it? Anyway, never mind. Moving on. Hello, ProMotion. Hello, is it me you've been looking for? I can see it in your eyes. It's not a big surprise. That's not how the lyrics go, but anyway, hello, ProMotion. Meet the 120 Hertz adaptive refresh display that changes the game. Now, this isn't quite camera related, but I do actually want to talk about this because this is interesting. All right. Now, the faster the Hertz, the faster the refresh rate, the better it is for your eyes. So if you're scrolling up and down Pornhub with your finger, you're going to see jitters in the screen as it goes up and down, right? Well, the higher the refresh rate, the higher the Hertz rate, you won't be seeing the pornographic jitters anymore. You'll be seeing beautiful titty going up and down nice and slowly or fastly with no jitter, right? But you don't want this tech to be constantly on 120 Hertz while you're not flicking up and down, or if you're not playing a game, or if it's constantly on the home screen, for example, and you're not moving the screen, you don't want the Hertz to be constantly high because you're on a mobile phone, right? Which has a battery. The higher the Hertz are constantly, the higher battery, the higher the power will have to be taken out of the battery, right? To power this screen. So this is really cool what they've done here. The new Super Retina XDR display with ProMotion can refresh from 10 to 120 times per second and all kinds of frame rates in between. It intelligently ramps up when you need exceptional graphics performance, and it ramps down to save power when you don't. It even accelerates and decelerates naturally to match the speed of your fingers as you scroll. You've never felt anything like it. I kind of like this. I think the iPhone 11 Pro Max has 60 Hertz refresh rate, if I'm not... Am I right? 60 Hertz? But this has 120. Now, I think Samsungs have actually had a higher refresh rate than Apple for a while now. Some Androids have. I don't know which ones they are, but I know they do, right? So it's great to see that Apple is now getting on the faster picture bandwagon, so you can game without seeing stop motion kind of thing, right? Quick story. I actually have the very first generation Apple iPod Touch. All right, the very first iPod Touch. It's like an iPhone, but it's a touch screen. But it wasn't just an iPod, right? It wasn't a phone. I got it out of the drawer probably 6 months ago, and I plugged it in with my 6-pin connector. It doesn't have, USB-C or Lightning, all right? By the way, the new iPad has USB-C. We didn't talk about that, but that's really, really cool. When will Apple turn USB-C into the iPhones? I don't know. But yes, I plugged in my iPod Touch first generation into the 16, whatever it is, the old connector, right? And the refresh rate was terrible. It was like I had never noticed it. It's like when you go back to a PlayStation 1 game after not playing it for like 15 years. You think the graphics looked amazing back then. You go back to it now, it looks like bloody stick figures. It looks like, I don't know, it looks like terrible fucking picture quality. But yeah, the refresh rate was terrible on my first generation iPod. It was so jittery. So this is even better again, right? The display is able to refresh up to 120 Hertz, combined with the amazing graphics performance of the new 5-core GPU on the A15 Bionic. It makes the iPhone 13 Pro perfect for powerful games. So yeah, 25% brighter outdoors. It's got all these cool tags, right, to say what it does and doesn't do. The A15 chip, faster than before, right? It delivers up to 50% faster graphics than before, kind of thing. A really cool camera, so and phone, I'm guessing. Better battery life than the 12. 2.5 hours more battery than last year's generation, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, would you want to get yourself a new iPhone? If the answer is yes, and if you've got the money, go get the Pro Max, because you're getting all those features. Otherwise, you're not going to get them in just the normal 13. And usually, the next year, every year when they bring out a newer phone, those cool features that were in the Pro Max now become available in just the normal iPhone, the iPhone 13, right? The iPhone 13 has cool features that the Pro Max had for the iPhone 12 Pro Max, right? Now, having said that, not all the features I don't think come from a Pro Max to a normal iPhone next year. I don't think all the features come, but I think a lot of them do come. So if you want to wait a year and save a bit of money, it's up to you, right? It's your money. But what do you guys think about this information? Let me know in the comments below. We're on channel 2 where we make daily videos, channel 1 where we make travel vlogs all around the world, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, at Tallboy Gareth. Hope you guys are having fun watching this video. I had some fun watching this video, making this video. Everything regarding this video. We will be probably talking about Canon's new camera tomorrow. Yesterday's video, like I said, was Stern Pinball, and we will be talking about GoPro 10 as well, so stick around for that. All right, I've been Tall. My name's Gareth. What a great live show that was. I'll see you for tomorrow's video. Bye-bye.